Tuesday morning video blog time, everyone. Hello, once again, it's Chief Meteorologist Eric Wilhelm. As expected, we got upwards of an inch worth of snow overnight, and that made the roads slick. And boy, do we have a lot to talk about again today. And we've got more snow coming our way later tomorrow into tomorrow night. In fact, for most people, the biggest snow of the year is on the way after we're done with the lake effect tonight into tomorrow morning. Let's first start with some current conditions. First, the radar. Here's a look at the radar as of 9:07 this morning. We do have bands of snow pushing across parts of northeast Ohio. What I think is going to happen here, and I'll show you the modeling in just a second, what I think is going to happen here is this initial round of lake effect will pass through, leading to more slick spots, and then we'll get into a lull as we head towards lunchtime and into the afternoon hours. We've already reached our high for the day. We've been talking to you about that for a while now. Let's actually, before I show you the webcams, let's go over and take a look at the temperatures. It's no bit down from here on out. These are the air temperatures as of 9:08 this morning, already dropping into the lower 20s across northwest Ohio. And when I throw on the wind chills, you know, the wind chill numbers are no fun, certainly across areas to our west. You know, it's already turning cold here. The wind chill currently 18 at the Youngstown Warren Airport, but already down to 9 in northwest Ohio. And again, we'll end up with wind chills pretty close to 0 by the end of the day today. Now let's take a look at a few webcams. Again, this is all valid as of a little after 9 o'clock this morning. This is our Niles webcam right by the Eastwood Mall along 422, showing that you know, there's some snow still on the roads, and certainly the parking lots are covered. It's not much more than an inch, but it's enough to certainly make untreated surfaces pretty slick. Notice the American flag there in the Wendy's parking lot. It's billowing pretty good. It's blustery outside. That is Niles. Let's head down to Mahoning County and Boardman. 224 by the Southern Park Mall, looking a little better here than up in Niles. We haven't had much accumulating snow in Boardman over the last hour or so. Certainly parking lots and sidewalks are covered with some snow, but the main roads at least doing a little bit better down in the Boardman area. All right, here's a graphic I did last night showing kind of a summary through late tomorrow afternoon. You know, a couple of things to look out for. There's a lot of information here, but the snow and the slick roads will, I think, become a little less of a problem for most places as we go into the early afternoon. So right in through here, we're going to get into a lull before things start picking up again. The Arctic air, the pure Arctic air, as it goes over the Great Lakes, will kind of allow things to re-intensify a little bit as far as snow showers and squalls are concerned, and that means that things can get pretty slick again across the region by this evening and into the overnight tonight. You know, I mentioned the wind is already picking up. We can see some gusts to 35 at times for the rest of the day today and into tonight, and temperatures will continue to drop. I'm down to 27 at my house, and I suspect by lunchtime I'll be closer to 22 or 23. Wind chills again nosediving down into the single digits before the day is through. Now let's walk you through the modeling here. Again, this afternoon starts out with a relative lull in the action. Here's 1 o'clock, not much. So if you need to run errands, if you can do it early this afternoon, that's when I would recommend doing it if it's possible for you. By the end of the afternoon, as it turns colder, we get closer to sunset, expecting things to get a little more active again. Snow showers, localized squalls, some of this could be, you know, locally heavy, locally dangerous driving conditions tonight. Again, it's going to be variable. It's going to be pretty random as far as the placement of these snow showers and squalls. And while they might be most numerous north of I-80, if you live south of I-80 in Mahoning County, Columbiana County, you're not out of the woods. You can still see some snow showers and squalls around into parts of tonight. Now, this is going to start to taper off from south to north as we go closer to daybreak tomorrow. So by 6, 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, there might be some real light snow or flurries around, and things can certainly still be slick, and it's going to be awfully cold with wind chills below 0, but there won't be a lot falling from the sky by about daybreak tomorrow morning. Now, that's the story on the next 24 hours. We've got lake effect snow showers and squalls becoming more numerous again by this evening and overnight. Localized accumulations of up to a few more inches, maybe even several inches if you get under a persistent squall. Let's start, you know, talking a little bit more about what's coming behind this, because this is getting all the attention right now because it's what's right in front of our face. But we've probably got the biggest snow of the year so far for most places coming our way later tomorrow into tomorrow night. This is 3, 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, already an initial band of snow pushing back in. So no rest for the weary here. By sunset on Wednesday, I'm expecting things to turn slick once again. And while we might get into a little break Wednesday evening for a couple of hours, the snow should fill back in, and it's going to snow most of Wednesday night. And this is not lake effect. This is everyone's kind of in the same boat kind of a snow, what we call synoptic snow. And it's going to accumulate. It's going to be cold. It'll have no trouble sticking. And roads are going to be treacherous, I think, Wednesday night and into Thursday morning. A couple of the models here. Here's a look at the GFS snow accumulations. Here's our region right here. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. That's not what I wanted. Let me grab my drawing tool here. This is our region right here, showing an average of 4.5 inches. That's the GFS. Here's the NAM model, about 4 inches shown here as well. I think what we're looking at probably for late tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow night is probably something like 3 to 5, maybe 3 to 6. Now, some places are going to get in that neighborhood with the lake effect later today and tonight, but as far as a generalized accumulation, this will probably be the biggest snow event of the year so far, coming our way late tomorrow into tomorrow night after we're done with the current winter attack. And what will happen over the next 24 hours. So don't let your guard down. You know, there's probably going to be school adjustments widespread throughout the region Thursday morning, and you know, just not much of a break coming our way until we get into the upcoming weekend. So we've got a lot to talk about, a lot to cover today. Stick with us on your Storm Tracker 21 app, videos, hour-by-hour forecast, 7-day forecast. It's all right there in your fingertips. And Jess will have you covered on the midday show. I'll be in early this afternoon, probably do some videos before the 6 o'clock show this evening, and at 6 and 11, full update on the active radar, and I'm going to start really honing in on tomorrow night's system, which again, I think is going to be a fairly big deal. All right, stay safe out there. Have a good rest of your Tuesday, everyone.